Aadhar entered the room, saluted the master, and sat by M's side. He had not come for the past few days. Master: Hello, why haven't you come all these days? Aadhar: Sir, I have been busy with so many things. I had to attend a conference of the school committee and various other meetings. Master: So you completely lost yourself in schools and meetings and forgot everything else? Aadhar: Everything else was hidden away in a corner of my mind. How is your arm? Master: Just look. It is not yet healed. I have been taking medicine prescribed by Pratap. After a time, the master suddenly said to Aadhar, Look here. All these are unreal. Meetings, school, office, and everything else. God alone is the substance, and all else is illusory. One should worship God with one's whole mind. Aadhar sat without speaking a word. Master: All else is illusory. This moment the body is, and the next moment it is not. One must make haste to worship God. Footnote: A few months after this conversation, Aadhar died. Footnote ends. But you don't have to renounce everything. Live in the world the way the tortoise does. The tortoise roams about in the water, but keeps its eggs on land. Its whole mind is on the eggs. What a nice state of mind Captain has developed. He looks like a rishi when he is seated to perform worship. He performs the arati with lighted camphor and recites beautiful hymns. When he rises from his seat after finishing the worship, his eyes are swollen from emotion, as if bitten by ants. Besides, he always devotes himself to the study of the sacred books, such as the Gita and the Bhagavata. Once I used 1 or 2 English words before him, and that made him angry. He said, English educated people are profane. After a while, Aadhar said humbly to the master, Sir, you haven't been to our place for a long time. The drawing room smells worldly, and everything else appears to be steeped in darkness. The master was deeply touched by these words of his devotee. He suddenly stood up and blessed M and Aadhar in an ecstatic mood, touching their heads and hearts. In a voice choked with love, the master said, I look upon you as Narayana himself. You are indeed my own. Mohima Chorun entered the room. Master, to Mohima. What I said about aspirants practicing continence is true. Without chastity, one cannot assimilate these teachings. Once a man said to Chaitanya, "You give the devotees so much instruction. Why don't they make much progress?" Chaitanya said, "They dissipate their powers in the company of women. That is why they cannot assimilate spiritual instruction. If one keeps water in a leaky jar, the water escapes little by little through the leak." Mohima and the other devotees remained silent. After a time, Mohima said, "Please pray to God for us that we may acquire the necessary strength." Master, be on your guard even now. It is difficult, no doubt, to check the torrent in the rainy season. But a great deal of water has gone out. If you build the embankment now, it will stand.